Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Flammy, and in this episode of TV series reactions, I'm gonna be continuing my reactions to Generator Rex with episode 3 of season 1 called Beyond the Sea and episode 4 Lockdown. But before we get into the reaction, there are a few things that I just want to quickly talk about. And you're definitely going to be interested in the first one at least, which is the fact that going forward, I'm actually going to be offering full-length reactions over on my Patreon. So if you want to see me react to the whole episode, go over there and subscribe to the specific tier at which I'm offering it. And then you're going to be getting a link to a video on YouTube in which you're gonna have my full-length reaction with only the audio basically, which would mean that you will have to use your own file from wherever you're watching it from and sync it up with my reaction video, or maybe you can just watch it with the audio. I don't know, it's up to you. But I started offering that with the last few reactions that I did to TMNT and Full Metal Alchemist, so if you're interested you can check that out as well. But going forward I'm gonna be offering it for every single episode, and sometimes those reactions, the full-length reactions, are actually gonna be released a little earlier than the official ones on YouTube, because it's so much easier to edit those videos. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to check out the full-length reactions, because I still try to offer the most important parts of the episodes in the actual reactions that I upload on YouTube. So it might not necessarily be that much of a necessity, but if you want to, there's that option, I guess. And the second thing, I just want to apologize for taking so long to react to Generator X again, because I reacted to it all the way back in like January, and for some reason I thought I had reacted to 4 episodes already, but apparently I've only reacted to the first 2. I don't know why I was under the impression that I had reacted to 4 episodes. I think it might be because I did react to 4 episodes of Full Metal Alchemist and TMNT when I started doing Generator X, so those series are a little bit ahead with the episodes that I'm reacting to, but whatever. I'm pretty excited to get back into it. I love this show, I really like it. So I guess without further ado, let's get into episode 3, Beyond the Sea, in 3, 2, 1.
Now this is what I'm talking about. Using the machines I build to fight Evos like this guy.
Aren't you supposed to be curing them, not killing
The
them?
monster pounding part I totally dig. The brain boiling briefing room part I could do with. Ow!
These briefings are going to be normal operating procedure. Get used to it, kid.
I can promise you, for a kid, this is not normal.
Numerous.
Are you sure about that? I mean, you said yourself that it's like school.
Regions, including.
Mas Chido.
Is that your monkey?
Wait, what?
And Bobo.
Does it bite?
Oh, I don't like that
Did
smile.
you really have to bite her?
What do you want me to do? She called me an ift. Fruit punch, senor.
I don't think we ordered.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh, it's for him. This could help with my amnesia. Jog some memories. Maybe I went to spring break before. Hey!
Wait, that girl... Who was that girl? I remember
Are you
her.
okay? Did you see that awesome save?
Sorry, I was busy trying not to get tackled by some nitwit.
Yeah? How'd that work out for you? And who still uses the word nitwit? I'm Rex.
I'm leaving.
Who is she? Who was she? I think that she was an important character because I definitely remember her.
It's starting to look suspicious.
You're not here for vacation, girl. You're here to prove yourself to Van Kleis. And I'm starting to doubt you can.
I told you.
Yeah, I definitely remember her doing something with them, but I don't really remember what happens to her.
So what's on today's spring break agenda? Jet skiing?
But I'm really curious because I like her already.
I figured we just chill. Let's just see who, what shows up. Did you hear that? Sorry, enchiladas. No. That.
There's a voice in the wind.
You seriously didn't hear it?
Come to Papa.
Can you help him, Noah? I gotta go check this out.
Do you know what wet monkey smells like? I owe you one. Dude, that's at least 3.
You're an Evo?
You catch on fast.
Takes one to know one.
No way.
So they're both Egos who are also kind of normal people who can fight other Egos. Pretty cool. Again, very similar to Rex.
It's not a date.
It's literally a date.
Your date? I do not think she is coming, senor.
It's not a date. Go ahead. Chew me out.
It's time to go, Rex.
Yeah.
I expect a little more resistance than that.
What's the point?
Sneaking off to spring break was foolish and irresponsible and completely normal for someone your age.
Huh?
Everyone at Providence is so caught up about controlling your nanites that they forget you can't even control your hormones.
This isn't gonna be a birds, bees, and machines talk, is it?
But it's in machine.
You have to be careful.
I love that 6 is actually reasonable. With his character archetype, you would expect that he's gonna be very strict, but he actually is a good
Feel
father figure to Rex, you know?
You're
He's very
normal,
understanding.
different, Rex.
Which is why it's gonna hurt when that certain event happens in the later seasons.
it's her, 6. I have to go. Please, just let me deal with this, okay? Alone.
Come on. Where are
Man,
you?
some of these shots are so beautiful.
You're only here because you heard my call. That's what I do. I'm like a big Evo magnet.
I came because I thought we were friends. And what are you calling? Nothing's out there but big ugly sea monsters.
I think she might be an ongoing character for season 1. But again, I haven't watched this show in a long time, so I don't really remember. Not today, bitch. Man, she's really powerful when she wants to be.
Hey, what took you so long?
Lock
That's
onto
funny.
me and send my jump jet to these coordinates.
Ooh, this one seems to be much more powerful than the other ones.
Not the mouth! Not the mouth!
Rex! You stopped it!
We make a good team, huh?
Yeah, we do.
Now, kiss.
This trial was for you alone, and Kleist will not be pleased.
Forget them, Cersei. Come with me. Providence could use you.
That's not my life, Rex. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I understand you made a friend during your trial. I'm pleased. Rex is very important to me, Cersei, which makes you very important to me as well. Welcome to the pack.
So she passed after all. So this episode was okay. It's not really. It wasn't really super enjoyable to me. I'm fine with the introduction of a kind of a love interest, I guess, for Rex, or a character who is very similar to him but is part of the bad guys. Depending on where they go with her, I think she could be a really great character. But so far in this episode, I mean, I don't know, it felt a little bit like filler, but there were a couple of moments that I actually really liked, like the moment where Rex and Six were talking about Rex running away and how Six was actually understanding of for Rex doing this. That was a nice moment between them, and it's really showing it's showing how great of a relationship they actually have with each other, and how he actually cares for Rex much more than your typical Providence worker, I guess, or agent. So yeah, but otherwise, other than that, it was kind of filler, just random stuff happening. And even in the episode, it's kind of explained that it was kind of like a break for Rex, so it's not really that big of a deal. Not every episode has to be mind-blowingly good or anything like that, but usually those episodes like this one are kind of not really good enough for me to react to. As you might have seen, I didn't really react to it that much, because there wasn't much to talk about, in my opinion at least. Although the ending was kind of interesting, how even though she kind of failed whatever her assignment was, she still ended up being useful enough to Van Clyde, so she is part of the pack now. And yeah, I think I actually now remember her being part of the pack. It makes sense, at least for the first season, because I'm pretty sure she's not gonna be a thing in the future seasons, but maybe I'm wrong. I just don't really remember. I haven't watched this show in like close to a decade at this point, and even when I watched it, I don't really think I watched every single episode, so yeah, I don't know. Although I still don't really understand what exactly the assignment that she was given by Van Clyde was about. What was she supposed to gain by fighting that evil? Was she supposed to take it out? Was she supposed to use it to destroy the beach where they were at? I just don't get what the original assignment was, because he must have had her there for a reason. She seems to be very, very similar to Rex in terms of her character, where she has certain type of influence on evos. In her case, is, I guess, controlling them through her screams, while for Rex it's obviously being able to cure them. So she's kind of like a foil, I guess. I don't know, wait, foil... I think foil is whenever a character is the exact opposite, but... give me a second to check exactly what that foil means. Yeah, I guess it's not a foil, because foil is whenever... Basically, a foil would be something like Bobo, maybe? I don't know. But they're very similar characters, Rex and whatever the girl's name was. So yeah, I'm definitely curious to see where their relationship is going to go going forward, but with this episode... I just didn't really enjoy it that much, which is why, personally, I'm only gonna give it like a 7.1 out of 10, which is still a pretty high score, but I don't know, I just didn't really enjoy it too much. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just the circumstances in which I'm reacting to this, but I just didn't really enjoy it too much. But still, we have one more episode to react to, and then I'm gonna be doing another video as well, so... let's get into episode 3, Beyond Lockdown, in 3, 2, 1. How does Rex acquire the powers to create machines? Aren't the Nanites under his control? So why couldn't he just make up new weapons on the spot? Why does it take specific episodes or specific moments for him to come up with new ones? Doesn't he have powerful imagination or something?
Ever hear of a napkin, buddy?
Holiday.
I'm here. I'm heading to the lab right now.
What's she looking at? What? I guess there's gonna be some kind of an outbreak, judging by the name of this episode. This is a very pumping up kind of opening theme. I like it. I don't really think it's really fitting for the type of show that this show is, but...
Am I in trouble or something?
Noah, do you remember why I hired you?
Six knows?
And how would you say that's been going?
Great.
Why does he... what? I didn't know that he knew.
Okay, not so great.
You can't befriend a weapon. You can only use it. Don't you want to help us win this war?
Didn't you really hire him or put him in this position to be a friend to Rex?
You do. You usually pick up on the first ring. You were down there again, weren't you? Going to the hole doesn't do anybody any good. Especially
Man, I love Six so much. He's my favorite character right now.
What's down there anyway?
It isn't polite to eavesdrop, Rex.
Yeah, well, keeping secrets isn't exactly cool either.
Yeah, it isn't at all.
Meet Holiday.
I wonder how long until he finds out. I don't think they're gonna drag it out too much. Probably maybe halfway through the season.
That's what I said.
Get out now!
What was in there? I'm really curious.
No power.
Oh, that's so creepy.
So much for avoiding strenuous activity.
What the hell is that? Oh my god, that's such a cool design. It's so creepy. I love it.
Can't even see it.
This episode is definitely better than the last one.
Where is it? Let's get out of here.
I guess it doesn't want you to get out. Man, this is a horror movie concept if I ever saw one.
Phone's in my pocket.
Hello.
Noah?
You gotta get us out of here.
We're working on it.
With the lockdown.
White promised I'd be safe. This isn't safe. Wait. You know White? If we're gonna die down here, we're not going to die.
Is he gonna review it?
No. I work for White. You're a spy? For White? I don't believe
Uh-oh, that was a bad idea. So fucking creepy. I love how they're hiding it in the dark and not really showing it. That really helps with making it scarier.
No, I want to explain. Quiet. Look.
It's just a dodo bird. They're more vicious than I thought. Ooh. Man, this feels very reminiscent of Alien Isolation. I really like this. I like that game a lot. You can check out my playthrough. Although it's not the highest quality, so I'm sorry about that.
Rex, I'm sorry. You may not believe it, but it's true. And if surviving this together doesn't prove our friendship, I don't know what will.
Hurry.
I knew it. I just knew that was going to happen. There was no way they were going to be able to both of them get in. The second he didn't walk at the same time with as Rex did, I knew that was gonna happen.
We'll bring him back.
So it's a she. Is that her sister, her mother?
What are you doing here?
You're right, Noah. About us.
We should be together.
Hola, Theo. Still hungry? That's right. Over here.
What's your powers?
Funny thing. Once I realized we were cool,
You have your powers again.
we came back.
That's my sister.
Called it. Called it. Even though it's not like hard to call it, especially because it's like a cartoon. But still,
Help?
called it.
She's an incurable.
Go.
What decides what is and isn't uncurable though?
Restrain it. Carefully.
Thank you. And when she's safely back in the hole, we're going to have a talk about Noah.
Man, Six is the MVP. I love him so much. He seems like he's the tough, strict agent, but he actually cares.
As long as she's not a threat, she can stay.
She didn't kill anybody, sir. Everyone who was missing is here, alive in that nest.
Okay. So, this was definitely a better episode than the last one. It actually offered some development for the characters and some relationship. I mean, I cannot really hate on the last episode too much because it was the introduction of a character. So, it's not really that big of a deal. We haven't really seen the best of her, but I feel like it's just too much of a filler episode. While this one was actually really cool, we had some really cool action. And I did enjoy seeing the development of the relationship between Noah and Rex, but I was thinking that maybe they were gonna hold on to revealing the secret maybe a little bit longer, because it's been like 4 episodes and he only got him as a friend. Was it in the first one or in the second episode? I actually don't remember. It might have been already in the first one, but we barely had the time to set up a status quo with that relationship and we're already changing it up a little bit. I don't know, it feels a little too quick, but other than that, it was a pretty cool episode, revealing some things about all the characters as well. And again, Six being the MVP and caring for everybody, even though he looks like it's a stern and cold-hearted badass, he actually has a heart. And he's not a jerk with a heart of gold, he's just a badass with glasses who has a heart of gold. It was really cool seeing him care for Holiday's sister, and again be on Rex's side when it comes to dealing with the White Knight. So yeah, he's still definitely my favorite character, but I also like every single other character that we've been introduced to so far, and from the things that I remember from later seasons, I think I'm gonna end up loving them even more. But yeah, again, these early episodes are probably gonna be my least favorite overall, because it's the beginning, and usually the first seasons when they are setting up everything, it's not really the most interesting, neither in terms of action or in terms of plot, because right now we have a very episodic freak of the week kind of thing going for it, and I can't really wait until we actually get into the more serialized storytelling in the later episodes and the later seasons. It's just that, like, I cannot really expect too much from these early episodes because it's just the beginning, but they're still overall pretty enjoyable. So yeah, in terms of a rating, I think, again, it's not really anything crazy, so I'm gonna give this episode only like a 7.4 out of 10 compared to the last episode, 7.1, because it for sure was more enjoyable than the last one, but it still wasn't anything too crazy. I feel like we still haven't really topped the first episode for me. The second episode, even during the reaction, I didn't really enjoy it as much as the first one, and neither of these 2 episodes were really as good as the first one. I feel like just the sequence in which we are introduced to Six in the first episode is still my favorite moment in any of these 4 episodes, and I can't wait to actually get to moments that would surpass that, because I know that there are going to be moments like that going forward. But right now, we're just kind of in that early, kinda nothing really happening stage of the series, which is not really big of a deal, but when I'm reacting to these shows in that stage is when the most filler happens and I have the worst reactions. So if you're not really enjoying my reactions, I'm sorry about that. Hopefully in the future it's gonna get better, so I can actually have more things to react to when it comes to the episodes. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the next description to my Twitter if you want to follow me there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to Patreon where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going and help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing, and especially sharing this video with someone who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!